Well, hello and good morning or good afternoon to you. Uh, this is the Rude Boy Sound for Spurs Sound Off. Another day, another day, another day. And so we're back here talking the same thing over and over. And I have some notes here. That I took from the game. And normally I don't run out and do a video right after the game. Take some time to watch the game, see the things that we were doing. And this is a Spurs Sound Off, by the way. I am the DJ. I am the DJ, yes. I am DJ Paul for the Spurs Sound Off. And so I don't want to bore you with what I said this morning, but here are the facts of the day that I predicted. We're going to play a 4-1-2-3, and we're going to hold the midfielders in. We're going to have the two fullbacks in, and we're going to have a tandem of 5 or 6, depending on where it breaks down in the defense. The high line, I don't think we're going to really play today because we need the protection for young Gray and Dragusin, especially the fact that both of them are playing the third game or so on a trot, and we really need the energy in their legs, so on and so forth. So we did the 4-2-1-3. That's the beginning, right? And so when I saw the lineup, I took a guess at the lineup, and yes, I had Spence in, and also the rest of the team, the entire team, the lineup, and how it was going to play. Madison at the 10, Kulusevski out right, Son left, Solanke through the middle. You already saw the team, right? And so I got that right. But that's the only thing that was right about Spurs today. I also said, just for the record, I also said we were going to win 3-2 or 3-1, something like that. If we hold those fullbacks in and hold the midfield in to help, we would have won the game. That was my prediction, right? And so when I saw the 4-2-1-3, I was like, yes, great start. But then we realized that the formation change did not make a difference because we were still playing as though we were playing in a 4-1-2-3 formation, bombing the fullbacks and pressing up, attacking with 8, 9, maybe 10, the high line. And what was happening right there was we were consistently ahead of Liverpool's midfielders who had set up, right, in a I don't remember their formation, to be honest with you, but one thing I know, they had 4 at the back. And they had 2 midfielders. They have Gravenbach, and they also have McAllister playing deeper. And so the 3 midfielders, Sabasly was out left, more right, attacking right. And so, they practically was playing with 2 midfielders. And what they were doing, nothing came down the middle. They get the ball, they switch it out wide, they come right through. Liverpool was attacking us with a front 3. And there are 3 midfielders coming up behind them. That's 6 in the attack. We were attacking with 9. And what happened? Every time we lose the ball, we were facing our own goal. And somebody got to tell me, that has nothing to do with this guy, not me, but this guy over here. I can't get my camera angles right. The guy to my right on your screen. It boggles the mind that we came out in a different formation, playing with 2 holding midfielders, and yet we were ahead of the opposition midfielders, with our fullbacks. That's sort of impossible to do. And the point of that is we did not do that in the Chelsea game, right? We did not do much of that in the Man United game. And even then, it's not like we were perfect. And I'm trying to think, why would you want to do that, even though you're at home, is to change your system against a potent team like Liverpool? It wouldn't it be wise that if you're going to change anything at all, is to reduce the aggressiveness in the attack, so you could figure out what Liverpool is doing, because everyone knows what we're going to do already. And therefore, if you go to a 4-2-1-3, it simply means that you're going to show us something different. And you didn't. So I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out why. And there's nothing to analyze in the game. There's absolutely nothing to analyze in the game but that we had our asses handed to us because the manager decided that, oh, I'm only going to change a formation, but I'm not going to change my approach. That doesn't make any sense. I'm going to keep this video actually to about 10 minutes because there is nothing to talk about. Absolutely, absolutely nothing to talk about. And so I'm not going to get a heartburn trying to explain something that I saw, something that I said repeatedly, time after time after time. If you play like this against good teams, when you're winning, I didn't even say this when we lose games. I don't even say that. What I always say is that you see those victories, look at how many times we are breached. Look at how many times our fullbacks are caught high. Look at how many times our line is so high that by the time the ball comes over, we are facing our own goal. Every single defender, 90% of the time is facing our own goal. How are you going to beat a team as potent as Liverpool playing like that? We scored at 3-1 and we were doing the same thing. There was no, hey, let's settle this thing down, right? Let's settle this. That can be leadership on the pitch. So I'm not going to put all of that on Ange. But here's the deal. If you keep saying this is how we are and this is how we are going to play, then you have to shoulder a lot of the blame. But this is where I'm going to come down on the players. And the only time I would come down on the players, because you play what the manager asks you to play. And I completely believe in that. And so I can't look at this man anymore, to be honest with you. I can't. So for me to sit here and say that, give this man time. This man was not back. Daniel Levy, all these things are irrelevant. It is absolutely irrelevant. And so I get on Facebook and people are saying, what are you going to do? What are your choices? I never said to fire Ange. I never said that I want him gone. I never said that. What I've said is that he wanted the project. He gets what he wanted. And right now, he is not delivering. And if he's not delivering, then he's going to get himself fired. Never said to fire him. Because you cannot continue to do the same thing. And it's one of the things that I said. Look, if we are doing this, and we lose 7 games already, which we did. This is our 8th game. We're going to lose half our games. We are going to lose half our games in one season. That's unacceptable. And the trajectory for that is right there. I'm not mad about us losing to Liverpool. Believe me, I'm not even upset. Because number one, as a Spurs fan, you want to say, hey, be optimistic. We're going to win the game, right? And you say it, with a tongue in cheek that you're going to win. You want to be optimistic, but then when the manager give you nothing to be optimistic about, of course that's going to make you upset. And then folks are like, oh, what are we going to do? I don't know what we're going to do, but we can do better than that. And the first thing we run to, I'm a one subject guy. The first thing we run to, oh, Levy never back the manager. Oh, Daniel Levy. Oh, Daniel Levy. What? Daniel Levy is not doing that, what you see out there. He might be responsible to accept that these are the players that Ange is going to use. But at the same time, we have to believe if the manager said that these are the players that I want, then the chairman's responsibility is to go out there and get the players, which he did. He's not responsible for what happened on the pitch. So for those who are going to, talk about Daniel Levy and Daniel Levy this and Daniel Levy that, no, this is not the time to point the finger at Daniel Levy. This is absolutely not the time. We're looking at the wrong thing, and we're getting angry about the wrong thing. The overarching thing is, yes, Daniel Levy has some responsibility to the club and to the fans to make sure that we have a good product on the pitch, but not when the manager intercept that and said, look, this is what I want, this is what was given, so look no further. The responsibility lies right here. What are you going to do? What do you expect? You can't look any further than this man. How else are you going to look? And what he's doing, and for the people, listen, let me say this again. And I'm going to stop under 15 minutes. Let me say this again. It is not my responsibility as a content creator to tell you how to feel about your club. It is not my responsibility to tell you how you should feel about the manager. Not my responsibility. But at the same time, I don't want you to tell me how to feel and what I should give as my opinion. If you don't want my opinion, you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to reply to me. But listen to this. I support this manager 100%. 100% like I've done to all the managers. But there comes a time when you look at what the manager is doing and you said that is not going to change. What Ange is doing is not going to change. What his system is what is adamant that we are going to win with that system with these players, and it's not going to happen. Right? It's very dangerous, however, on my path to say that because we could very well win one of the cups. But we are not going to win consistently in the league playing like this. And one of the points I was making as well is that when you have to ratchet up the score in a knockout game, to win a knockout game, it simply means that your defense is not operating at optimum so you can make a 2 and 3 goal stick. And that's very dangerous in a knockout game. It's pretty much you lose, you go home. We can right the ship tomorrow. We can go to Forest and beat Forest and everybody calm down, right? But all is not well. And the thing that is going to happen is that we're going to make the same mistakes. Is whether or not Forrest is going to punish us for those mistakes. Because you see what happened when we keep making the same mistakes out of the system that this man said this is how we're going to play and we're not going to change no matter what the formation is. We get our asses handed to us. And that's exactly what happened. And that's exactly what will continue to happen. And if we show up on January 6th doing this crap, we're going to get our ass handed to us. And what is going to happen is that we're going to lose a semifinal in leg 1. Period. So I'm not upset about losing. I'm upset in the manner that we actually lost. Because that has been coming. And we lost 8 games with teams that are organized and decided that you ain't going to run through us. And we scored 3 goals, not running through Liverpool. So my point is, you can play conventional football and still score. You can do it. Just try it for a minute, because within the game we scored 3 goals playing conventional football. So something tells me that it can happen. It's the unwillingness to do it. It is the absolute unwillingness and the stubbornness that he thinks that adaptation is something bad and something wrong, and this is not who we are. And we are going to pound this kamikaze football, and even when it's not working, I have no plan to go to plan B, because plan A is what it is. And when it fails, I'm going right back to plan A. And I will leave it right there. That's it. I'm good. I didn't expect much, but I was optimistic that would have looked better than what we look like taking that hiding. I'm the road boy DJ Paul. I'm out of here for another Spurs Sound Off.